Hello, how are you? McKenna here. Now, there's always a good story in the Bible about one woman called Abigail. Now, this is my Bible, Holy Bible, NIV version, and I'm talking about a girl, a lady, a woman called Abigail. Now, Abigail was Nabal's wife. Now, this is the story. David had sent his servants to Nabal to ask for some favors. But this king, Nabal, the Bible says that he was very mean. But David had used kind ones. Go and tell him. They are very nice, kind ones there. That is chapter 25, First Samuel. And what happens is that Nabal was very unkind. He used very bitter ones, hurtful ones that anyone could hear and feel very bad about them. And when the servant went back, David, being the king he was, he decided to strike. But lucky enough, a servant told Nabal's wife, that is Abigail, what David was planning. And so Abigail prepared. This is what she did. She prepared the meals that David wanted. And she went there. First, she sent food, and then she followed later. And when she went to David, she bowed down. She used very good, kind, wonderful ones to bring every heated communication and debates down. Abigail pleaded with David, and this is what she was telling David. Please, do not make your hands untidy with Nabal's blood. She said Nabal was not wise enough to understand the context of the communication that David had. And after pleading so much with David looked at this woman. David looked at the meekness of the woman. He looked at the intention of the woman. He looked at the interest of the woman. He looked at the way the woman communicated. And David saved and stopped all what he had planned for. Let me tell you what happened. Abigail communicated. That is the only thing she did. She communicated. She used her wisdom, her knowledge of everything to communicate to David so that Abigail's home, her family, her generation could be spared. If Abigail had not done that, because David already communicated that in the Bible, that if you had not come this way, I could have finished the whole of that homestead together with the servants. Communication is everything. In the family, communication is the key thing. In businesses, communication is everything. In our households, communication is everything. Communication is the basic thing that you need to learn if you have to start anything in this world. Whether you want to start your business, whether you want to start a home, whether you want to run whatever you want to run, you need to know how to communicate. This is what Abigail did. She just used communication. She was able to convince David that she had no hard feeling towards him, but the husband had, and she pleaded that they could be forgiven because of what the husband had done. And guess what? David heard what Abigail was saying. And they were rescued. They were saved. Just communication. How many times have we messed up just because we couldn't communicate? How many times have we fallen just because we couldn't communicate? How many times have we lost what was ours just because we couldn't communicate? How many times have we been forgotten in something, maybe in a good sharing, just because they know we cannot communicate well when we are presented with something? It's about communication. I am learning something from Abigail every day. Would you join me? We learn this about this communication because it's a thing, it's a STEM in our systems. Let's learn about communication and especially kind ones. Are you with me?